Yeah. Once again, we are back with another episode of the Studio Sessions. I'm your host, Eddie Cypher, and in the building today is a special guest, man. Special guest, one of my partners, man. Chinchilla Da Barber Man, hailing from Fort Pierce, Florida. He's a barber. He's an artist, you know what I'm saying? He's a loving husband. He's a father, man. He's a righteous brother, you know what I'm saying? And he's here to spit game and give y'all the game on how he became from the rapper to the barber, and you know what I'm saying, and his future endeavors, man. So what's going on, man? Chinchilla Da Barber Man.
What's really good, family? How's everything going?
Oh man, nothing much, man. Just stepped outside, seen some of that snow.
Oh yeah, man. It looked real good, man. It's been a long time since I seen it.
I mean, shit, it's been a real long time since I seen that shit, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Coming from Fort Pierce, Florida, you know what I'm saying? How did you make the transition to Georgia?
Well, I actually my family was just coming through, getting over a hurricane, actually, 2 hurricanes that just came through. Hurricane Charlie and Hurricane Francis. They both came back to back and hit Fort Pierce real bad. So at that time, around like 2004, 2005, it was real bad for my family and everything. Whatever, they had got FEMA checks and whatnot after the hurricane. They came up back to my grandmother's hometown, which was Statesboro. Actually, it was Hiltonia, Georgia, but growing up and everything, they was going to school in Statesboro, so that's where she had came back and moved to.
So, how old were you when you did your first cut?
I think I was about 8 or 9 when I did my very first
8 or 9 of your first cut?
My first cut, yeah. I did my little brother. Yeah. My little brother was my very first guinea pig.
How did it turn out?
Well, for being my first cut, his cut turned out pretty good because it was basic. It wasn't like I gave him a fade or anything. I just gave him an all-even basic and lined him up. It came out pretty good. He turned around and did my head. I let him do my head, but he messed me up decent.
So without no experience, how did you know what to do? Did you see somebody cut hair before? Did you know?
Yeah, my mom and my uncle was the very first 2 people I seen cut hair. But it wasn't really more so like picking up the clippers and just knowing what to do. It was, I don't know, it just came to me. Like I just threw the guard on and just went at it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it wasn't like somebody told me how to do it or what to do. I guess from watching them a couple of times, I just seen them do it, and then I just went from there.
All right, now being a barber wasn't your first love. So what was your first love?
My first love was making beats. That was my very first love. Like, I knew how to rap and stuff too, but like actually sitting there and learn how to make my own or create my own beat, that was my very first love. Know how to play the piano.
So you know how to play the keys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's always a good trade to have, man, because you can really eat off just playing the keys.
Yeah.
You can play it in church. You can be on the subway. You can be outside of a building. You can do the, you know what I'm saying. But now you can just set up in the park and just play. You know what I'm saying.
Heck yeah.
So making beats, man. So you, let me guess, you was making beats and you didn't have nobody to rap on them, or you was shopping, you was giving beats out, and you know what I'm saying, people really wasn't like doing justice with the beats, so you just start rapping? Because that's what I did, you know.
Nah, actually I just started making beats for my own liking and just rapping over my own beats.
Oh, word. Yeah, that's how I came up. I was started off making beats, and then people really wasn't doing the beats justice, or they was taking too long for the beats, so I just started rapping on it. Fucking, you know what I'm saying. Who got you started off like with the music, with the rapping and making beats?
I have to say my Uncle Ellis. Growing up watching him rap and stuff. he was like my inspiration. I wanted to be a rapper. He had a rap group back in the days. When I was coming up, I was real small. Him, his homeboy, which is also my homeboy as well. But his homeboy first, his name was DJ Sound. His real name was Mike Brown. That was his real name. Mike Brown, and then you had actually they was brothers. It was Mike Brown and James Brown. James Brown was actually DJ Sound. And then Mike Brown, we just called him Mike B. But they had a rap group back in the days called Brothers of Mayhem. And during that time, you know, that they was trying to, you know, get on like every other rapper up in the game. And they were doing shows. I used to watch them do shows and record their videos and stuff and things that they used to do and whatnot. And that I was getting inspiration to being a rapper.
And what time period was this?
This was back in like early 90s. I say like 92, 93, 4 years. Yeah, around 92.
And back then, I know today's generation, you know, in today's time, like everybody got brands. Did you have a brand back then?
Nah, I ain't have no brand back then. Around that time, I was just rapping. I just wanted to get signed to a label. I didn't care who it was at that time. Around those times, the biggest artists was like Biggie Smalls, Tupac, Slick Rick, Snoop Dogg, who else? Busta Rhymes. Around that time, like I said, I was just get signed. I didn't care who it was.
So who's your biggest influences in the music scene?
Back then, Notorious B.I.G. real heavy. He was like one of my biggest ones. Him and Cannabis.
Him and Cannabis?
Yeah, I like the Cannabis.
Notorious B.I.G. and Cannabis.
Mm-hmm.
That's some lyrical shit. And some fly shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Biggie was on some fly shit and Cannabis was on some lyrical shit. I mean, he couldn't fuck with L, but you know what I'm saying? What about like the 2010, like that type period? Did you have any music dropping then?
Around like 2010, yeah, I did. I started doing some music then. Again, around that time, I had just got to be real first. Then I'm trying to think. I dropped the whole mixtape then, but then I had to redo the mixtape. So like I had to reconstruct the mixtape because after I did it, I had like a small listening party with me and my manager, and he heard it, and he was like, "Man, what the type of lyrics that you got nice lyrics, but the beats that you got, people not listening to those type of beats no more. So you gotta like, you know what I'm saying, switch a beat game up." And he had me listening to rappers like Migos, who else I was listening to? The Baby, you know what I'm saying, rappers like that, Roddy Ricch. He had me listening to that type of style of floor beats. And at that time, when I started listening to them, man, you know, they was hot at the time.
Trap beats.
Yeah, trap beats. And I started rapping over those, like looking online on YouTube beats or whatnot, and yeah, just started writing new material. Yeah, taking off from there.
And we gonna fast forward all the way to 2024 when you drop the, you know what I'm saying, where you're gonna release a single called Chinchilla Da Barber Man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, produced by Eddie Cypher, myself, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got everything set up for that, like for release, because you know what I'm saying, you know you gotta have all the proper paperwork and all that good stuff. So
yeah, it's almost done actually. I got half of the paperwork done on it. Like, you know, like as far as like getting registered with BMI, getting my copyrights and everything. I just gotta go through my other registration companies, you know, and make sure all the paperwork and everything is complete before I can actually release the track.
So what is the track about? You know, explain to the people what Chinchilla Da Barber Man the single is about.
Really, it's more so just about, just me being a barber, you know what I'm saying, and being a rapper at the same time.
From a basic cut to a mid-fade, chain cutting all type of ways. When I'm in the shop, man, I'm on the clock, and I won't stop with these fusion blades. Gorilla cutting like long time, in the jungle like all day. Sun up, I stay on my grind. Sun down, I stay getting paid.
Yeah, just showing my skills as a barber, you know what I'm saying? Showing what I could do. Also, just twisting it up with a little bit of lyricism, you know what I'm saying, with it, basically. That's all it really is.
Yeah, because that's different, you know what I'm saying? By you being a barber and knowing how to spit, you don't really see too many people doing that, you know what I'm saying? And if it is some people that's doing that, you may know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get inspiration from them as well, like the people that are doing it, or just barbers in general?
I don't know. I mean, so far from what I've seen, because I've been trying to find if there's other barbers like me and that can rap and everything. And so far, like I only seen one rapper so far, and it gave me a little bit of inspiration after I found out that it was more like me. But the rapper was called himself Coldest Clippers. You know what I'm saying? He's nice. I give him a lot of props on what he's doing. Yeah, that's about the only one I've seen so far.
I am a barber man, Chinchilla Da Barber Man. I'm blending them up by the flick of the wrist and a crisp with the liner, man. Look at how I switched up the flow. With the grain I get every stroke. Spray them down with that good cologne. Got my clients so fresh for show, cause I am a barber man, Chinchilla Da Barber Man. I'm blending them up by the flick of the wrist and a crisp with the lineup, fam. Barber game so crazy, 1.5 so wavy. Don't book that cut, sit yourself down and get yourself faded. From a basic cut